There you go.
Hello.
Hello
Hello.
everyone.
Hey,
How you all doing?
good.
Fine. How are
I
you?
I'm good, thanks. This is nice. I've got there's three people in this one. It's really cool.
You also look great.
Right.
Are you all calling from the same place or are you all in different countries?
We are in
Actually,
same room with my sister now,
That's
but
hilarious.
Wuhan is another city.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
we are joining from the same country but in different cities.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's so funny that so you two are sisters and you're in the same house.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Look,
hilarious.
can you see my hand?
Oh, what, you're right next to each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. I thought you were in like completely different rooms as well. That's
No.
hilarious.
Okay.
Well, if you're ready, we can start.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Then, I'll start like this. It's lovely to see you, and thank you for accepting our interview request. It means a lot to us and so many of your fans. And maybe we can start with, how do you feel? Because Eurovision is such a gigantic experience. And, I'm pretty sure that it brings so many chaotic emotions. So, how your emotional well-being doing?
Yeah, it's good. It's very intense, obviously, but I knew that this was to be expected. Um, and obviously, being on the other side of the world and things like that. I suppose that one of the hardest things is probably the time difference with like calling friends back home or calling family. Um, I think that's probably the hardest thing. But apart from that, everything's been so exciting and fun and thrilling. And yeah, I love this environment. It's very fun, and everyone's so nice and supportive. And yeah.
Yeah, all are. And maybe we can talk about your song a little bit because it's sensual, but at the same time campy. So, how is the inspiration comes from?
Yeah, the song actually has quite a deep meaning. It comes from like something that I've experienced from a very young age. But long story short, the song is all about confidence and finding your self-expression and finding the vibrant and colorfulest version of yourself. So, and Milkshake Man, that whole environment is what hopes to inspire people to see into the world and be like, I want a piece of that. I want to have a sip of that cup. Because it's like when you think of milkshakes, you think of ice cream parlors. They're very colorful, right? And like it reminds you of being a kid when we're so unapologetically ourselves and we don't have a worry in the world. And it's exactly what I want people to see and inspire to be like as well. Because like in the second verse, I also say the shake is not a drink, it's a state of mind. It's like this ability that we have in us that just needs to be unlocked. And it can take time, but one step at a time. And hopefully this song is the biggest step forward for everyone that listens to it.
Yeah, you're probably right. And you have a very different sense of style and persona. So I was just wondering, how it's going to be the staging process? Do you have ideas, or you can give us some hints about the staging?
I want to the staging. I want to keep quite zipped because I love the idea of people not knowing what to expect and even just coming out into Basel and performing the song with everyone not having a clue what's going to happen excites me more than anything. So I do want to keep it a surprise and keep people on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, keep mystery alive. So, lastly, how did you decide to participate in Eurovision?
Well, yeah, it is funny because I've always known about the competition, but I never thought about being a participant. I was always a spectator. And then last year, I was asked into some interviews with SBS, and then I think it was after the fourth one, they sat me down and they were like, asked me a few questions, and then I think it was by the fourth question, they were like, "How does it feel to be representing Australia in Eurovision this year?" I remember I just stood up in disbelief and I was just like, what is going on? Because I've always loved the competition. I've always known about it. And then knowing that I was going to be participating in it was just like mind blowing to me. and it's such an honor, and it's still the most surreal feeling in the world.
Yeah, that's all from me now. I think Johnson take over now.
Hi again. To be professional, I was not going to say that, but you're one of my favorites, so like I'm kind of excited right now.
Oh, thank you. That means the most. I appreciate it.
And since we started with your personal ideas, I will ask some personal preference questions to you, but it will be like not serious questions, so you don't have to think about it a lot. For,
Okay.
for example, first question is, if you were hosting a movie night, which movie or TV show would you force everyone to watch?
Or maybe Raggedy Ann, the musical adventure. It's like this cartoon from the 70s, and it's so psychedelic. Oh, it actually reminds me a lot of my music video. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, I watched your music video too. It was really nice. And if
Thank you.
second question, if your life had a background song, what song would it be?
Oh, that's such a good question. Maybe She Lit a Fire by Lord Huron. It's a upbeat, but it's a song about love, but it's a very beautiful song.
Okay. The third question, you get to meet and do a duet with one singer. It can be afterlife too, like what of the dead people? Who would it be? Who would you choose?
Maybe I don't know. Oh, Edith Piaf actually. Oh yeah, I'll take Edith Piaf those two because they're both legends,
Hmm.
and also I'd probably be the first person in history to have like
Hmm.
a feature with them as well on like a pop record, on a contemporary pop record.
I was kind of expecting David Bowie from you.
Oh, I actually don't know too much. I've been seeing a lot of people have been referencing me to Freddie Mercury and David Bowie,
Yeah.
I don't know too much of David Bowie's music. I know him as an actor. I've seen a few of his films, but haven't listened to too much of his music. But his style and his image is incredible, obviously, and very iconic.
Yeah.
So it's an honor.
Okay. The fourth question. You can only eat one dish for rest of your life. What would it be? But we can guess the beverage already.
Okay, well, you got the beverage down pat. Then, if the food, it would be raw broccoli and balsamic vinegar forever. I would eat that. It's my
Mm.
favorite.
Okay. The
It's
fifth
probably
one.
pretty sad, actually, knowing that I could have picked like, like a beautiful Italian pasta or, like a nice like Japanese sushi, but I've
Mhm.
just chose to go with raw broccoli and balsamic vinegar. And I'm happy with that decision.
That's a good choice, yeah. And the fifth and last one from me. If you had to run away and start over from zero in another country, which country would it be?
Oh, that's a good question too. Maybe either Japan or France, I would say.
Hmm.
I have French heritage. I'm a French citizen, so maybe, and I love the French accent and language. I think it's very poetic. My dad speaks it fluently, and growing up with it, and yeah, I think I'd probably say France.
How many language do you know?
Only one. I can speak a tiny bit of French, but not too much. I can understand it a little bit more than speaking.
Okay, then. Thank you for your answers.
That was fun. I liked it.
Okay, I want to ask you a Eurovision related questions, but I wonder who is your inspiration, like musical inspiration?
Musical inspiration, it changes all the time, I feel like, but there's like different aspects. Like Bob Dylan is a big one for me, but he's more so the appreciation of melody and also like tone and lyrics because I think they're all so important. I think that's what makes an artist individual is like the tone and also someone who can write a worldwide smash that's like 6 minutes and just an acoustic guitar and a voice, which he can do, and the only person I think that can do that. is like so inspiring to me. But then there's also like Max Martin from Sweden, who, you know, is behind the curtain and writes the biggest pop songs of the world. A lot of Motown stuff from Quincy Jones to Michael Jackson to James Brown, Talking Heads. I love a lot of that music at the moment too.
And I also think about maybe you will say Harry Styles, but I don't know.
Oh,
He's-
I love Harry Styles. I love too. Harry Styles has some, yeah, and then like his music, and I'm a huge, ginormous fan of One Direction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
me
too.
too.
Yeah, like even the one they do in Sydney, Australia, where I'm from, they do like One Direction nights where they'll do like anniversaries of the albums, and I'm always the only like the only male that will go. Like and I go to these things and I'm like the loudest person in the room. I sing them always. Oh, it's one of the most funnest nights ever.
And I wanna ask you, have you ever been in Turkey?
No, but I've always wanted to go to Turkey. I think like the culture there is so beautiful and the architecture is like, oh, it's something like I dream about. It just seems so beautiful. And there's the place there with the hot water, not the hot water balloon. Yeah, the balloon, the hot balloons, right? The balloons that go into the sky.
Yes, which
That,
Cappadocia.
Cappadocia.
yeah, and that
Yes.
I've always seen that. And I've had a lot of friends that have gone and said it's one of the most magical places. But yeah,
Mhm.
I think like that's definitely up there. And also, Turkish food is I've had it before and it's unbelievable.
So, if you remember, I want to ask, what's your favorite Eurovision song from Turkey? If you have a memory.
Oh, I have like the worst memory with these things, and especially it's like even when I listen to songs, I never
Mhm.
listen to lyrics, and a lot of people are really surprised by that. Like my favorite songs of all time, I couldn't even recite to you like lines of them, and I've listened like my favorite song of all time, I would have listened to over like 1,000 million times, and I have never been able to remember a lyric
Okay.
from it. I feel like I'm terrible with lyrics, but I'm just trying to remember.
Maybe Dim Tek Tek or every.
What's that?
You know, some of the famous Turkish Eurovision entries, Dim Tek Tek and Every Way That I Can.
Oh wow, okay. And what year were those ones again?
I think
2000, yeah,
maybe
2003.
Yes, and they won? They won the grand finals?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I mean I've heard so many songs over the years as well. There's like yeah, it's I feel like over my entire life I've always listened to like well, I try to listen to each year every time, but I know my dad always plays it like on the radio and stuff like that. So
So, what's your favorite Eurovision song from your country?
it would have to be Sound of Silence by Dami M would have to be my favorite.
Mhm.
I love that song so much. But I mean, every entry has been really good too. I love Voyage's entry as well from 2023. They were awesome, and they're also from the same state in Australia as I am, so that's really special too.
And your all-time favorite Eurovision song?
My
Like
all-time favorite year
all-time.
would have to be Dancing Lascia Tumbai by
Yeah. Yes.
yeah. That is like Verka, she is incredible, and the performance
Mhm.
is just so good. And I love like the whole resemblance around a disco ball. I think like it's genius.
And do you have any favorite song from this year?
Yeah, a lot of people are surprised by it. Like I said to you, I love folk music and ballads so much. So my favorite song I would say from this year would have to be Voyage by Zoe Me. I've been listening to it so
Mhm.
much.
Mhm.
Really, really beautiful song.
And do you want to make duets with some artists in this year? Who will it be?
Yeah, I was talking about this actually earlier this morning. I would love to do a collab, just coming from a French heritage, I would love to do a collaboration with Luann, and also maybe even Erica Vickman, because I think a lot of people have been expecting that, and a lot of people want us to kind of do something together, which I think would be really fun. And they're both incredible writers and musicians too, so that would be extremely fun. Yeah, but I feel like everyone this year, all the music is so good, everyone's so sweet, and everyone's so talented as well. So I'd be happy to do it with anyone.
Thank you. We are moving to Burhan.
Well, it's been
Oh yeah.
Sorry, did you say
Oh,
something?
sorry. Are you still there?
Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm still here. Well, it's been really nice to knowing you and your song and your personality, because I think you have a great personality, and I think it's due to being an
Oh,
Australian person, because I think Australian has some sort of unique cheerfulness in them. So I hope you will always be like
that's
this.
very sweet.
And lastly, maybe you don't know, but you have also so many Turkish fans, and I'm just wondering that you want to say something to them.
Yes, I would absolutely love to. I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for listening to Milkshake Man and accepting Australia into the competition. It's such an honor to be here, and we're so privileged. And you guys make the best bread in the world. I have to elaborate that. I love Turkish bread so much. I used to order, and
I
the
did not
pizza
expect
bases.
that. It's just great.
And you guys make those I don't I use them as pizza bases, but the flatbread you guys make, I would always buy them. We had this Turkish, I think, a restaurant or bakery, a Turkish bakery in Western Australia, and I would always go there to get the flatbread, and I would use them as pizza bases, and it was the secret to pure happiness. But I just want everyone to have fun when they listen to the song, and I'm so appreciative of, like, even just knowing I have fans in Turkey is I've never that's like a dream. I never would have even thought about that as being a kid. So it's very special, man. Thanks so much for having me, and thanks so much for listening and supporting.
Yeah, thank you for spending time with us, and yeah, I think that's all from us.
Thanks
We,
so much for
we
having
love,
me. I really
yeah.
appreciate it.
And before you go, we love your song so much. I want to say you are my favorite. And
Oh,
can you say hi to Holyweek? It's our group.
yep.
It's
It's how do you pronounce it? Holyweek?
Holyweek, yes.
Yeah, I had to double check that. Hey everyone at Holyweek, it's Gojo here. I am the representative of Australia with my song Milkshake Man. I'm so honored to be here, and I hope you guys love the interview. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
All right.
Of course. Thank you so
That's
much for
nice to
having us,
meet
and
you.
yeah, lovely to meet you all as well.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you. Bye.
you.
Thanks,
You're
guys.
welcome. Bye.
If you come to Basel, please bring me some Turkish bread. I beg you.
Okay. See
Thank
you.
you so much, guys. Have a nice
Bye.
day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.